Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks back with the first trial of Danganronpa 2. And I think we're about to find out who wrote that letter. Byakuya. The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Not so sure if it's the murderer that wrote it. But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Kazuichi loves Sonia.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
Good point.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
With the tape, they could have navigated their way to the knife.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen. They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
So the setting up of the blackout seems to be the irons, the air conditioner's turning on, and then the lamp. Huh. As well, probably. So I'm guessing, or someone flipped a switch with, I don't know, they used something to reach the circuit breaker.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
It never is.
I'm not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
That proves it. Yep, it's official. I actually don't think Peko's the killer. It's a bit too obvious, I guess.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout? Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. We call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots. The blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. Oh, that's cool. I like that. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, they become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the start button, okay, yeah. Good luck and have fun. Awesome. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Hold on.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Hold on a second. I need to look at these accounts again to see which one's which. We got, hold on.
That's impossible.
Teruteru, Chiaki, and Nikamaru. Okay. Chiaki. Okay. And, Nikamaru. Okay. Maybe it's Teruteru's account?
Because I was not in the office.
You're in the bathroom.
Not even before the blackout.
Nope. Well, you agree with me, but I feel like you're confusing them even more.
Crap!
Okay.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Oh, that's the wrong one. What are we talking
Why is
about?
it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Yes!
I agree with that.
Bathroom! Beautiful.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
I think she might be having, well, we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. And I'll-
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
I think she might have been having, like, female, issues.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko. I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
This guy's obsessive. This guy's obsessed with shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe she was just taking a shit.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
So I think she had cramps or something.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
It could be food poisoning also.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Because she didn't seem to be the only one that got sick.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Okay.
Seriously, stop it.
Yeah, seriously.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so,
Maybe.
the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Teru. Looking good. That's who I thought it might be. I didn't really have any evidence. Like, I didn't really put it together, but... seems like a good possibility now. Question is whether Peko's stomach ache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. She didn't she take some food with her to the office though? I don't think she ate before that. So, let's see. Party dishes. Embarrassing pose.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's
Okay.
wrong! No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Peko wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
True.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
But couldn't it have just been some of the food?
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
He's like super offended.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Whoa!
Cease this bickering.
Sonya. I like Sonya too.
Let's just dismiss Peko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Whoa.
Trashy skank?
Getting personal here. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Lots of arguments, okay. I can see irons in the storage room.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
No.
They probably messed with the breaker.
Okay, I'm
It
not
does
sure
not have
yet.
to be the breaker.
Yeah, here we go.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Shoot! Oh no. Get the power supply or power transmitters were directly tampered with. Those are in tricky spot. Oh, I didn't wait long enough.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
Yeah,
If you
I
can't
think
answer
this is
that, I'm
it.
gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote control.
They probably... It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There we go.
I agree with that.
Had to wait one more. I agree with her.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Whoa!
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
He's upset.
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
He's really pissed off. He's always pissed off. Okay, the rebuttal, so cut stuff. AC timer is the thing, for sure.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on.
Oh, okay, I
You're saying they
understand
went all
now.
the way to the storage, and that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the. If the irons caused the blackout,
Got him!
Cut through those words.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that. The only thing is I can't really hear the
Irons are
arguments, so I
just
keep
one
cutting them.
reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
To just cut everything he says, basically. And based on how the sentences are appear on the screen. You either go diagonally, sideways, or horizontally or vertically. And then you just wait until you can counter. You do the final counter, I guess. Keep it on their side. I got it!
The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
Oh my god!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
It kind of all comes back for me though as to who could set all this up beforehand, who had access to this building before Byakuya actually got there and was able to like confiscate everything and check everything out.
Indubitably?
For me, it comes back to Nagito, right? Because he cleaned the place up first. I don't know, like when Teruteru arrived to do the cooking, but
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
it's also, you know, it actually wouldn't surprise me too. Maybe they decide to get rid of kind of the two characters from seem to be here from the first game as like the tutorial trial.
If so, even if Peko was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Really?
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Oh. Really like my hero.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret.
Could have flipped the breaker back on.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Not impossible, come on.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
This is odd.
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
Okay.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Okay. Something else is going on there. He's changing his story. Before he was saying there's no way any of us did it, and now he's accepting it.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
The other thing is Fuyuhiko maybe could have gone beforehand.
He's just saying.
He didn't know where he
After
was.
all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
What?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
Oh man, he's starting to sound a bit evil.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
Alright, come on, people.
I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Whoa.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
Oh, Chucky.
I think.
Did you say something?
Because we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Yeah, see, Nagito's right there. Just as I thought, this diagram is a clue. Who the killer is and how they're able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Supposed to be the cord, I guess? Spot selection. A lamp?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
The only person who could have possibly done it Nagito. Gonna have to... Been acting weird, too.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
That's right, he did the cleaning. Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
Oh, is it?
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
That's true too. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. Go to the trouble of preparing this. Just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Absolutely. Nothing?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Whoa, is this it?
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Wow. Oh, he's losing his shit. Whoa!
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
But did he actually do the killing? Because I don't think it was the knife that was a murder weapon, to be honest.
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Maybe he was, he's Makoto and he was driven nuts by the events in the first Danganronpa.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Okay.
With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
Huh.
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything.
Why is that?
I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Okay, Sonya, so you're saying you're a bit loopy too?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Oh, okay. I think we're gonna wrap up the episode here, guys. We'll see if Nagito is really the killer. I'm thinking maybe not. And some weird shit's gonna go down in the next episode. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.